Hey guys, it's me, Bet the Gaming World. Welcome to another Phantasy Star 2 Detective Ventures. Now going to Amia, aka Annie in the US version. So I have only one left, which is Chica. After I'm done with this one. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with this, and then I'll move on to Phantasy Star 3. Yes, I'm excited. Anyway, let's start. Oops. Time 1282 AW Autumn. B Rock on Motavia on planet Motavia. Amia. B Rock, a village at the ends of the earth. A young, beautiful counter hunter. Being enthusiastic and gifted hunter, Amia had already claimed 50 bounties. By the time she arrived in the remote region, an agent commander had been assigned to B Rock as it was an open season on a group of Motavian thieves holed up in town. They were accused of illegally accessing Mother Brain in order to disrupt the Doom Farm, which supplies food for the entire region. Hacking is among the most serious of crimes, and the consummate bounties of such game are quite high. Amia parked her dune buggy by a hill near the village. Her first task was to get in touch with Agent Liaison. In the driver's seat of Amia's beloved all-terrain vehicle, Amia feels a sense of calmness as she sits in front of the control panel. There is a glow compartment besides the steering wheel. Okay. There's a knife inside. Grab it. Amia took the knife, a small weapon made of titanium alloy. Okay. In addition to interfering with the autopilot computer, this pilot provides access to the communication function as well. A wanted poster from the leader of the thieves, alias Motavian Hack, has been received from the agents. Take the poster. Amia took the poster. Displayed on the bulletin is the silhouette of a tall, thin Motavian, his face obscured by a cloak. Motavian Hack printed beneath it. Okay. The hill affords a view of B Rock Village and the nearby Dome Farm. Beyond the mountain region stretches as far as the eye can see. Passing by the Dome Farm and the eastbound road proceeds toward the village. Amia's jet buggy parked in a thicket beside the road. Dune Farm entrance. The road continued east as far as the village and west to the small hill. An endless expanse of inaccessible mountains can be seen to the north. The Dome Farm lies to the south. B Rock Village, a gloomy township. Every home is firmly locked. Only a resident to the south had his doors open. There's a plaza to the north. Several villagers are present. Okay. They seem to be what one could call peasants. Noticing that he was being examined, a man quit talking and turned to look at Amia. Behind it, a middle-aged woman followed suit. Ever since the Motavians started intruding, we've been too frightened to even go near the work site. Every day seems to last forever. What about the woman? Excuse me, by the way. My husband must go back to the farm soon or our family won't be able to eat. Please do whatever it takes, she said to Amia. Village residents. Within the Dominus, a man is having a stiff drink alone. He eyes Amia suspiciously. I haven't seen you around here before, but had you had some business in town? He asked while looking her over. Use the poster and show it to him. After taking the poster, he began to speak. I see, so you are Amia. I'm in contact with the agents. Here's some handcuffs. You need these to bring back your target back alive. Well, good luck. Amia received handcuffs. These manacles comprise a new style of handcuffs not connected by chain, but they extend a predefined range of signal activate the mechanism causing temporarily paralyzed in the detained's body. The ability convenient even though the suspect can move about freely while being escorted. Evening had arrived and the dome had become considerably darker. Surrounded in a cloak, a Motarian emerged from his hiding place behind a planter. 7-8 more appeared and they all entered the storehouse, except for one, who heads to the control room. It's a high of stature. It's quite unusual to see a tall Motarian, there's no doubt about it. This is Hack, the one who was with a bounty on his head. The Doom control room. Hack is hunched over the control panel, fervently engaged. Amia crept up behind and all she had to do in order to finish this job was capture the leader and turn him over to the agents. Yet he isn't the one to get caught so easily. Amia thought to herself. Hack suddenly turned around. Amia took out her handcuff. Just then, the rest of the Metavians surged into the room. Before she had a chance to confront them, Amia struck on the back of the head and rendered unconscious. Upon awakening, she found the area deserted. Okay. The Doom control room. Rose and monitor filled the room. Apparently, Hack was infiltrating Mother's brain network from this computer. The circuit for the switch had been severed. Hack must have cut it before running away. What's he trying to do? The Doom farm devoid of people once more. The control rooms to the west and the storehouses to the south. Okay. Harvest crops, fertilizer, and the lights are kept here. Crops. They have begun to rot due to mismanagement. Apparently the villagers haven't been working here recently. Okay. Nope. Steep rocks soar precipitously toward the sky. There are Batavian footprints on the ground. The footprints lead to a heretofore unseen gap. The rocks, revealing a narrow path heading north. Okay. The same thing. Okay. Crossroads. Winding through the rocky terrain, the southerly path diverges east and west at this point. The movement of a black child to the east catches Amia's eye. The east and west path ends abruptly at a cliff overlooking a deep valley. A road follows this cliff, ascending to the north, descending to the south. Dead end. The road begins to narrow, finally disappearing altogether at the edge of the precipice. A pole stands here, a warning flag asphyxiated to it. Take the pole. Amia took the pole. There's nothing more than a tree lump with a piece of red cloth attached to the pointed end. Okay. Boulders are scattered about, many with moss grow onto them. Walking along the side of the mountains seems doable. To the north and east, the road heads back to the south. Part of the moss groove had been scraped off as if someone had rubbed against the rocks. Trail of damaged moss leads to the east. Boulders lie everywhere. The mountain yields makeshift path both to east and south. The cry of an animal can be heard from the east. Where a stone cervice lays a nest constructed by a Motavian crow. A crow she cries out in berserker rage. Okay, time to battle. Amia slashed at her opponent with the knife. Okay, nice. Ooh. Have to be careful, because if I die, I have to start over again. 5. Ooh. Hopefully, it doesn't get a high number. Gotta give me a high number. Don't miss. Don't miss. Oh, thank you. Damn. Nice. The creature let out a heartbreaking wail as it was pleading for its parents to save his life before tumbling down to the nest to its death. Okay, let's look at the nest. It's really big. There's an infrared scope lying inside. Amia took the scope. The device allows the wearer to see clearly even in total darkness. The part of the ridge is replete with large rocks. Passage is visible to east, west, and north. Okay, stone corridor. Beset on either side by a steep wall of rock. This corridor was hewn by the very mountain itself. A large metallic object is lying on the road. The stone had been scattered by pickaxe. Perhaps the Motavian cleared this path. A huge tiger paw, a trap someone has set to capture monsters. If a person get caught in one of these will be completely helpless. Use the pole. Amia poke it with the pole. Crash! The trap is now sprung. Okay. To the south, a cavity in the walls of stone becomes the mouth of a cave. The corridor returns to the west. Okay, the tunnel leads eastward to the cave. The exit can be reached to the north. The cavern wall to the west is disrupted by a wooden door, itself perturbed by a knot hole, meriting its surface. Tunnel. This is the end of the tunnel, which returns to the west. Door lies in every other direction. A pleasant aroma is coming from the north. Okay. Dining room. Chairs are arranged at regular intervals around a table. No one is present. A plate of food rests on the table. Take the food. Amia took the food. This melting katsu dish is delicious. Amia expressed a burst of energy. Okay. I think I'm pretty much done here. The room is overflowing with all manner of boxes, which have been strewn about haphazardly. I don't know, it's really hard to pronounce that. Okay, the boxes. They're all filled with wordlet odds and ends, mixed with the junk in an antique boomerang. Yay, that's a weapon. Take the boomerang. Amia took the boomerang. A simple boomerang chipped like an acute angle surface had been adorned by craving. Okay, so now I have a new weapon. Hack room. It's Hack! He was not startled to see Amia, letting out a bold laugh instead. There's a door on the south side, but the material really stands in the way. Again, use handcuffs on Hack. Amia took out her handcuffs, but Hack merely backpedaled out of the way. Give it up, little girl. There's no way you foolish woman can catch me. Hack proclaimed broadly before disappearing to the south. He chose to speak clearly from Octavian, almost like a man. The terrain outside the cavern is formed from a slope of craggy rock, asphyxiated from the side of the mountain to the north. A wooden door marks an entrance to the cave. The sand seems plausible to the west and south. The slope is navigating to the east and south. Amia saw a query of bickering to her in a consenting manner for the other side of the slope. She startled after him. Something suddenly flew from the underfoot. A swarm of rock bees had appeared. Okay, time to fight it. Boomerang on the rock bees. Amia threw the boomerang. The insect painfully expelled grains of stone as they fluttered away into the sky. When she gazed in his direction, Amia found that Hack had disappeared. A road traces the cliff to the west, while the rocky area resumes to the north and east. To the south, a vast desert can be seen at the bottom of the cliff, from which the wind rises tempestuously. The road follows the cliff longitudinally. More desolate land can be seen at the base of the cliff. The wind is blowing. There, he's at the bottom of the cliff. Had looked up at Amia and waved broadly as he ran to the east. The sand seemed to go on forever. It started out long enough. The desert evokes feelings of despair. A pleasant breeze surrounds Amia and she has the urge to fly a paper airplane. Vacant land. At the end of the road, emptiness of an abandoned cabin lies to the north. The dwelling is deserted. The only point of access is the door to the south side. A bundle of fabric hangs on the facing wall. Fabric. The material joined to the wooden stick. It is spread out as to form a hang glider. Oh, hang glider. Amia took the hang glider. It's functionally similar to the wings of a bat. Amia can soar through the air with this. The rugged terrain continued to the north and west. Hack stood across the way, bickering to Amia as if he's toying with her. When she approached him, tentacles sprang forth from the counter opening the surface. A whole worm had emerged from the ground. We can fight it, but it doesn't matter because we had the hang glider. We can do it on the cliff base. Will be pointless to be wait. Hang glider on the wind? Amia took the sky with the hang glider. She literally circled the area while descending, landing in the desert before long. To the north, a mountain towers over this boundaries that spans the land sand dunes. A solitary rock formation can be seen to the west. Strange stone, an unusual boulder with a flat top stands here. A long slender box has been placed behind it. It's locked. Could this be an ancient relic? No time for sightseeing right now, however. So superficially, this appeared to be a sand dune, yet its shape changed constantly. Surging grains below like an ocean of sand. There's such treacherous conditions make traversal to the east impossible on foot. A hill is to the south, similar unreachable. Okay, so I can't reach that. Field of stones. Countless stones are mixed in with the sand, severely impeding mobility. On top of that, the area has been liberally sprinkled with bones. It's a creepy place indeed. The skeleton remains of a hand appear to be holding on to something. It's a silver key. Nice. Amia took the silver key. It doesn't look that old. So I can open the box? It fits the keyhole exactly. The top of the box detaches to reveal a pair of sand keys. Nice. Amia took the sand keys, a set of long, thin fiberglass surface designed to be worn on the feet. When donned, such a gear allowed the wearer to glide across the troublesome sand that would otherwise be impassable. So now I can pass through. The locale is twinkly with a cat tick. Large cat needle make it risky to get close to the perky vegetation. The juicy plant looks delicious. Needles. I just get point in the eye trying that. Can I cut it with a knife? Amia cut the piece of cat and ate it. Suddenly juice moisturized her throat. Oh, that's a healing item. Okay. Boulders poke through the sea of quicksand and matter resentment of iceberg. It's too dangerous to keep going eastward. The waves send a flooring to the south. Visually finding the cords of the quicksand leaves the sound of a humanoid shadow. Quicksand whirlpool. Hack is here, standing stuck still. Amia had finally cornered him. Behind her is an enormous quicksand whirlpool. Gasping mob resembling to the thing at an antlion. Suddenly, a crowd of Matavians appeared. Amia had got an ambush somehow and soon found herself driven to the edge of the vortex. Hack approached it threateningly. Unhack. Amia took out her handcuff, but lost her balance and fell into the water pool. Within the vortex, Amia is quickly being engulfed in the sand. The Mutated act shouted unintentionally while Hank kneels by the perimeter. No, don't do that. Ugh. Use unhack. There isn't time for that. Grab onto me. Hack you as he extended his hand. This man, who by all accounts should be her enemy, was now trying to save her. In a daze, she clung to his arm. A moment later, he tumbled forward and they found themselves being dragged together into the pit. Luminous cavern. Amia opened her eyes. She felt uninjured, but her body was caked with sand. She found herself in a cavernous tunnel stretched horizontally. A faint light was being emitted by the moss growing on the storm surface. Half-prostrated bodies bathed with the pale light. He's completely unconscious. He probably hit something as he fell. On the other hand, Amia did not get injured at all. Hack must have chilled her with his body. To the east, the tunnel ventures further into the cave. The exit is to the west. Half of this body is bad with a pale light. There seems to be a wetland covered in ankle-deep mud. The air saturated with fog, limiting visibility to less than 1 meter. The rocking formation to the east presents the entrance to the familiar cave. A rumbly sound can be heard into the distance. Is it thunder or a roar of a biomonster? The way is blocked by a pile of sand. A rusting sound can be heard, particularly an additional granules fall from the ceiling. Knife handcuff movement can be seen. Thank you. Okay, nothing else to do. Hack opened his eyes. At the moment Amia handcuffed him, he glared at her when he noticed the mancle on his wrist. How could you do that to me? Humans are so heartless. You really think you can safely take me back to the village? Jeez, you're fearless. Hack followed reluctantly. The place is littered with eggshells. There must be a cloud overhead, for it has begun to rain. Doesn't seem to bother the Krogan blocking the way, however. An attempt to intimidate a Krogan, making a ghastly sound by vibrating its slow throat. Okay. This place overgrown with tall grass. A section of thicket had been smattered down for the form of some sort of nest. Hack has something to add. To die by the wayside or be eaten by a monster, which would you prefer? Either way, you'll never see your home again. That's what you get for doing something as unladylike as a bounty hunter. A large egg had been laid here. Take the egg. Amia took the egg. It's pretty big, but a sickly color to its shell. Okay. A lake of the deepest black awaits to the south. The area is mostly lifeless. Not even an aquatic plant can be found on the surface of the water. Hack perturbed. Where do you think you're going? This lake is bottomless. You intend to drown us? As she got at the gate, Amia felt drawn toward the depth. It doesn't seem safe. There's a strangeness about it. Okay, so don't go there. Use the egg. The egg seemed to be a delicacy for the Krogan. After swallowing it in one gulp, the frog closed his eye and soon became motionless. Evidently, they preferred to sleep after a meal. There's a little chance of waking anytime soon. The shrine entrance. This storm is becoming increasingly violent. The freezing rain restlessly strikes upon exposed skin. The combination of coldness and fatigue had exhausted Amia. A bolt of lightning suddenly struck nearby, accompanied by the deafening roar of thunder. The surrounding became as bright as noonday, illuminating a shrine cleft from the rock to the west. Hack is moving closer to Amia. Hack points to the shrine and yells, "Come on, hurry up and go inside, or you keep hesitating in places like this, we both end up dead." Okay. The inside of the shrine is very narrow, but it's sufficient for weathering the storm. The ceiling is too low for one to stand upright. "You need to warm up," said Hack as he detached his cloak and placed it over Amia's shivering body. With the covering removed, he was a Mac for the first time, really not a Mortarian, but a strapping young human. An old photograph had fallen to the floor when Hack took his cloak. Amia took the photograph. This tattered photograph depicts a human couple. You might have been carrying it for a long time. He seemed concerned as he watches over Amia. This is loneliness within his eyes. It's like a waterfall out there. This storm is not going to let up anytime soon. Okay, let's use the photograph on Hack. I returned the picture to Hack. He gazed at it for a while and then began to speak bitterly. These are my real parents. They disappeared when I was an infant. Heartless. Humans are also heartless. Nothing like Mutavians. They took me in and raised me with kindness after my family abandoned me. Amia can sympathize with loneliness. She also lost her parents at a young age. Hack must had learned to stifle the yearning for his mother and father through his hatred of humanity. Yeti consoled him and then explained, but still, I had to bring you in. It's my job, he smiled weakly. They eventually noticed the faint light that had started streaming through a surface in the wall. Dawn had crept up on them. As they peered between the stone, the village of the beaver appeared beneath the haze of the morning mist. Without realizing it, the pair had nearly returned to town, and particularly right beneath them. But unfortunately, there was a large boulder blocking the way back. You seem concerned as you watch it, okay? Do you something? Nope. No. Now, the interior is so confined that Hack and Amia are shoulder to shoulder. Okay. At the pier between the boulder. Look at the boulder. Amia can't push it out its way, so it's too heavy. Hack gazed at Amia. As he could read her thoughts, Hack used his strength to move the boulder. Ah! He embraced Amia, gently pressing his lips to her. He kissed her. The village had fallen silent. Its occupant is not yet awake. The light coming from the house to the south flows dimly in the sea of mist. There's no one nearby. The listener was surprised to see them. Are you on a date this early in the morning? How about finding some time to hunt down the material criminal? Okay, so he doesn't know that it's the guy. The Dawn Farm is as quiet as a graveyard. Thank you for bringing me this far, Amia. The fact is, I've discovered the key word I've been looking for. He skillfully hacked into the network as he spoke. Information about his parents soon appeared on the monitor. The file indicated that the hacked parents died in a car wreck in B-Rock. The date accident was 1265 AW, the year he was born. He was found and adopted by Montavians soon afterward. They died? He turned to Amia as he spoke, tears forming in his eyes. But I'm glad. That means that I wasn't abandoned. I'm not bitter anymore. Or feel my Montavian friend incite me to steal and do other bad things. I have made some mistakes. Well, you can take me to your boss now. I'm ready to atone for my crimes. But Hack already suffered enough. Amia confessed to the handcuffs. Besides, if Hack didn't return home, the Material might attack the village. That would preclude that possibility. Goodbye, Hack. I hope we can meet again someday. Maybe then our feeling for each other. Amia returned to her jet buggy and sent the report to the agent. Captured Motavian Hack unsuccessfully. The incident marked the point where Amia began referring to herself as a counter hunter. It was also the only job thus far where her bounty had gone away. The end. Okay, that was Amia's story. Wow. Now that I think about it, maybe No, I think I would not. I think I would stop here. I was thinking about playing Chica's story since this one was kind of short, but I think I'm gonna leave it at this. So, bye guys, and I'll see you next time.